Hello everybody, Troublemaker here with another Wargame Talk, the semi-frequent podcast for Wargame Airland Battle. First in the big news is the 3v3 tournament of Glorious Design. The tournament is over. Officially declared the winner is PLF Overdogs. It's a little bit controversial though. To start, I'll read this message from Jareth. Well, gentlemen, we need to wrap this thing up. No one has played a match in what? Over 4 weeks? No. Time to enforce the rules and tidy up the scoreboard. Due to inactivity, the remaining teams have been disqualified per Section 3 of the tournament rules. It's bittersweet for me because the only valid winners are also the only team to have completed all their matches. PLF Overdogs. If any of the teams feel I have ruled unfairly in this, please contact me or the appeals judges. Now, people have. So the whole controversy has to do with the way the tournament is set up. You can play your matches whenever you want. However, the deeper you get into the tournament, the least initiative you have to play your matches. So let's say PLF, they won, I believe, 8-2 and tied 1. Any team that cannot possibly get 8 wins can drop out easily, just because they don't have to play. They have no reason. They can't win. So, at the end of it, we had PLF and WTF functionally tied. There was 1,000 points of difference between the two, but in terms of wins and losses, they had everything tied, including a tie match, and they had also the best match of the tournament. Random team name had 3 matches to play. They were within striking distance. Steel Balaklas and Red Chiptons had 2 matches to play, also within striking distance. Day had 1 match to play, not within striking distance. Now, in the past, when they had teams forfeit and go out, they would reward points to all those people. Hypothetically, if all but one of the remaining teams were to forfeit, another team would have won. So the tournament has ended kind of bittersweet. WTF, I think Random, is actually going to try and appeal the decision. And we'll see over time if anyone else can come out declared a winner of this tournament. But officially, the first 3v3 tournament of Glorious Design will be won by PLF. Jareth will have to go to the drawing board, so to speak, for Season 2 of 3v3 tournament of Glorious Design to make sure that more of the matches are played, because roughly 50% of the matches went unplayed. So that's the controversy from 3v3 tournament of Glorious Design. Moving on to our community. We have lots of stuff that has been going on that's worth jumping into or watching and seeing. First, we have HobMod Tournament. HobMod was created by Hob Gandling with Inoka, and they have put on their first tournament. They are able to attract 4 teams for their first tournament. I would recommend going to the thread and indicating interest in a second tournament. HobMod is a balancing mod that changes the game from being mechanically balanced, that is, we each have a tank that's just as good as each other, to being doctrinal, that is, Russians are people who run in and attack, and NATO are people that defend and push back. Next up, we had a pretty big match last weekend, Reddit versus 4chan in a 10v10. It was a best of 3. 4chan smashed in both matches, winning 2-0 overall with really, really brutal victories. If you are at all interested, I would recommend checking out this match. It is available here on TMC. A new idea came through the community called the Cat D Challenge. Definitely worth checking out and even doing. So basically, in the game you have Category A, which are units made after 1985 and below. You have Category B, which are units 1980 and under. And then you have a Category C, which are units 1975 and under. And they've decided to add in their own custom category called Category D. These are units made previous to 1970. You can only do this with NATO. It's impossible with a Pact, trust me. And there is a template available on the forums with the units you'll have to do. If you're at all interested in this, I would definitely check it out. Post some kill lists with your Cat D deck. which are all very crappy units. Post some crazy wins that you've done with Cat D. Everyone is waiting on the next impressive person. Also in the community, we have signups for Wargame Vietnam. If you're unaware of this group, they're very cool. They do Vietnam reenactments, battles with existing assets in the game. It's not a mod, it's very much role-playing, but they're setting up for Red Dragon, which will be much, much more favorable to Wargame Vietnam because of the change in atmosphere. You can go to the community forums, the link is in the description. Sign up for this group if you want to join in on the future of Wargame Vietnam. Moving on to Red Dragon news, there's not too much to announce other than the fact that the beta is coming up, and all of the keys are gone. It is no longer possible to win beta keys. So, you know, if you don't have one, you won't be getting one, not until later on when they have more betas. 500 is the most they've ever had in this. Now, I will be covering the beta in this channel. I would like to know, as my final thought, what do you want to see from the beta? That's all. What would you, the viewer, like to see from the beta? What are you interested in? Because with unlimited access to the beta, I will be able to show everything. So please, definitely drop your suggestions in the comment section. And until next time, thank you guys for watching and listening. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time for Wargame Talk.